Brazil's electoral court rejects Bolsonaro election challenge, also fined the parties in Bolsonaro's coalition to the tune of 22.9 million reais for what the court described as bad faith litigation.
Here's a summary of the article.
Alexander de Moraes, who is also a Supreme Court justice, also fined the parties in Bolsonaro's coalition 22.9 reais for what the court described as bad faith litigation, the document released on Wednesday show. Bolsonaro challenged the Brazilian presidential election he lost last month to Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, arguing votes from some machines should be invalidated. His coalition said its audit of the 30th of October second-round runoff between Bolsonaro and Lula had found signs of irreparable malfunction in some electronic voting machines. There were signs of serious failures that generate uncertainties and make it impossible to validate the results generated in older models of the voting machines, Bolsonaro allies said in their complaint. Bolsonaro has for years claimed Brazil's electronic voting system is liable to fraud, without providing substantiating evidence. Bolsonaro himself has authorized his government to begin preparing for a presidential transition in the days after October's runoff election. Earlier, Gleice Hoffmann, the president of Lula's Workers' Party, described Bolsonaro's election complaint as chicanery.
This post received a score of 32,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wow, there is good in this world.
USA take note.
Bolsonaro. Well, if Trump can do it. Brazilians. I think the fuck not edit. Spelled Bolsonaro wrong.
Greater than Bolsonaro, you just gave Bolsonaro a ridiculous nickname. You're practically one of us now?
The highest honor I have ever, and ever will have, achieved.
Then let me tell you about what I called him, Bolsonaro. It translates to shitnaro.
That's fantastic. It sounds derogatory no matter how you try to say it, even if you don't know what it means. I'm pronouncing it with the emphasis on the bow star, is that right?
Boss as in boss, tar as in tap, boss tar.
Well done, Brazil.
That converts to $4,272,467.66.
Damn $4 mil fine every time BS court cases are filed. Nice. Not only that, but more importantly, it will block the party to access the subsidies. This is much bigger than the fine Brazilian parties run on those.
For how long?
Until they pay the fine. It's just to make sure they pay.
It's so simple, yet amazing. It seems like the way to keep parties in check. Just make them dependent on funds rather than donations from God knows where, Russia, China, sir? I love it. Abide by the rules or get fucked basically.
America was too stupid not to do this to Trump.
They recently submitted a case that was identical to another case that was thrown out. When asked why they did that, they said, the ruling was wrong. It's like a doctor sending a guy to a proctologist for a broken elbow. When the proctologist says, this isn't my kind of case, sending him back again.
Yeah, the judiciary now is firmly split between democratic, mostly reasonable judges and then Federalist Society bootlickers. It's a game of getting the right judge, and unfortunately appeals judges are not shooting down other bad faith judges' cases.
Agreed. Although there is another step missing besides judges. I feel like other than a few rogues, the judiciary has mostly done okay with dismissing obvious BS. But in the US we have a bar association that is supposed to self-police members. I feel like it's not doing so adequately. I said this several years ago, and people were like, well, wait and see. But I don't see anything really changing. Some of Trump's lawyers got hit with small fines last week, but it's not enough.
Well, self-policing has always worked so well in the past.
Best news I've read all day. I am happy for the people of Brazil.
I'm sure that if he complains more, the fines will rise, and with a bit of luck and confusion, he can be arrested as soon as 2023 comes.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.